right, yes, a very good evening, a very good afternoon, and a very good morning to you all watching this YouTube channel. Everything sports, totally sports and nothing but sports. Mainly transfers, news that is taking place, that is happening around your favorite teams, that is around EPL teams, that is the top four teams, top four teams. So what you have to do, just make sure that you strike or you tap or you click on the notification button, not forgetting to subscribe if you're new to this channel. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to share this video. Otherwise, I'm Jimmy Aporius back again with your latest transfers and latest team news that is happening. Remember that we are in the transfer season, just days away to the official opening of this year's transfer season, opening a transfer market where teams will be eligible. Teams will start making permanent moves, much as others are being confirmed, but official transfer date opening will be on the 14th of this month. Okay, let me start by bringing you the latest update from Arsenal. Yes, Arsenal, they have agreed to tie down one of their favorite players, that is William Saliba. They have agreed to a 4-year contract. He will get a pay rise as per this contract, and it will be a 4-year deal. So Arsenal, what they're doing to their young players, they are really tying down their best players to new contract. This hasn't been Arsenal's norm, because we have always known Arsenal for selling most of their best players from Fabregas, Van Persie, Thierry Henry, and name others like Sami, Nasri. All have left Arsenal, but this time around, Mikel Arteta and Edu, they are doing something which is very good for Arsenal fans. They are tying down the best players of this club. They started by tying down Martinelli to a new contract, Gabriel Magalhaes to a new contract. They tied down Saka, Bukayo Saka to a new contract. They are also going to tie down William Saliba. Not forgetting Ramsdale. They are all on new contract. Also, talks are also going to start between Arsenal and Martin Odegaard's camp. So from now, you are going to hear Arsenal will sit down with Martin Odegaard to try to tie down their captain. And also, anytime from now, Arsenal will be announcing that they have agreed a deal to extend Reece Nelson's contract. So much as they are also into the market, but they are doing their best to tie down their great players, their good players, to longer contract. That simply shows you that Arsenal project is here to stay. Speaking about Arsenal, without wasting further more time, it is said that Edu is looking at bringing in another left back. That is none other than Ayrton Lucas. Ayrton Lucas, one of the best players in the Brazilian league. This boy plays for Flamengo over there in Brazil, and it is said that Edu would like to bring in this Brazilian so that he can deputize Zinchenko. It is said that Kylian Tierney might be on his way out of Arsenal, and Newcastle at the private side to sign Kylian Tierney, much as Aston Villa is also in the mix. But the latest news are coming in from Brazil and from Arsenal. It is said that Edu wants to use his market skills, wants to use his knowledge of Brazilian football. He wants to bring in another Brazilian into the squad. Remember last season they brought in Marquinhos, so it seems Lucas might also be another Brazilian to be added on to the queue of Brazilians in Arsenal's squad. That is for you over there. Apart from that, It is said that Arsenal are also targeting. Remember, Arteta, as the window, as the season closed down, one of his speeches, he said that Arsenal would like to bring in another attacking midfielder, and they are looking at bringing in none other than Simeon Xavi. Simeon Xavi, one of the best players in the EDV league there in Dutch. He scored 22 goals last season with 12 assists out of the 48 games he played. One of the best players in the Dutch league. So it is said that with Ruud van Nistelrooy stepping down, the player is yet to talk to the new coach. I also understand that PSG would like to activate their buyback clause, but I don't know how far this will go. But news moving around, it is said that Simeone Xavi might be on the list of Mikel Arteta. It is said that a tune of around 35 million pounds. That's what PSV and Ovens wish to get for the service of this youngster, Simeon Xavi. But Arteta is said to be one of the admirers of this player who plays in the Eredivisie League there in Netherlands. So let's watch out for that transfer. Arsenal is also in contact with João Cancelo. It is said that Man City are willing to sell the player this season, but they are so reluctant to sell the player to Arsenal because they don't want to again equip Arsenal with another one of their best players. So let's wait and see how far Man City will move on with this deal. But it is said that there's positive talks between Arsenal and João Cancelo's camp, and there is likeliness of them going in for João Cancelo because Arteta really likes the player. So let's wait and see how far this deal is going to move far away from Arsenal. Apart from Arsenal, let us jump into, I know very many people now are talking about Declan Rice, but there's not much news concerning Declan Rice. It is still as it was. Arsenal are still in agreement. We are still in talks with West Ham over the structure of the payments, but it is said that 92 million pounds will exchange hands between the two clubs. West Ham wants the money to be paid in 2 installments. Arsenal think it might affect their transfer budget for next season. If they agree to pay in 2 installments, it will jeopardize their transfer business come next season. They want to find an agreement of how to pay that 92 million pounds. Declan Rice has agreed to join Arsenal, and it said that Arsenal might bring both Declan Rice and Moussi Caicedo. Apart from Arsenal, news coming out from United, they are still talking about matches. They're into transfers. Their main target is on Mason Mount, but I think any United deal will come out after the sale of the club, because as they speak now, they really don't know. The Glazers cannot release money to aid and transfer until when they get a new owner for the club. So they are still in for bidding wars. They're still looking for new owners. It is said that one of the people who really want this club placed in a bid yesterday. So they're waiting to see how far it will go. So it means that United, much as Ten Hag would wish to bring in new players, but he cannot because his hands are tied, because they don't know who will be the owner of the club. So I think any United deal will happen after the selling and the buying of the club, after knowing the real owner of the club. For you over there, for United fans, but just know that they are really in the market. They are looking for players. They want to strengthen their midfield and want to strengthen their attack. They are really looking at top strikers like Victor Onisheme, and not forgetting players like Harry Kane are all in the list for Manchester United. But their priority is to bring in Mason Mount. The sticking point in this deal is the issue between Chelsea and United. They haven't yet agreed on how much money they will have to exchange hands for the player. Chelsea wants in excess of 70 million pounds. United are saying no, it can't happen because the player has only 2 years remaining in his contract. Let's wait and see. Speaking Chelsea, anytime from now, they are going to announce the signing of a new goalkeeper that is none other than Andre Onana. They are going to bring him from Inter Milan. It's said that talks are ongoing between the two parties. Andre Onana is willing to come, and it's said that this deal is really being pushed by the new coach, that is Mauricio Pochettino, who does not trust any of his keepers who are currently in the squad. That is Kepa Azbalaga, and not even forgetting none other than Mendy, Eduardo Mendy. It's said that Pochettino doesn't trust any of them, so he wants to bring in a new top keeper. So it is said that no one other than Andre Onana, the Cameroonian, is one of the players whom we are going to see come into the squad next zone. It's said that next week might be the deal. Next week might be the week when Chelsea will have to sign this player that is none other than Andre Onana. Chelsea are also in talks with the Southampton regarding Lava. I think they have realized that it might be hard for them to price out Caicedo from Brighton. That's why they're trying to look at other possibilities. Remember, they just lost Ugarte to PSG, so they also wanted Caicedo as priority, but there is a hurdle to jump because they have to negotiate with Brighton, and then also a bit of competition from Arsenal, and then also have to convince the player to join their project. Being out of Europe, it will be so hard for them to convince also Caicedo unless they put a lot of money into the deal. But as I talk now, they are in talks with Southampton regarding the future of Lavia, Romeo Lavia. So that is what's going out in Chelsea. Okay, thanks so much for watching this video. I just request you to do one thing: like the video, hit the notification button, and don't forget to subscribe. Comment down below, what do you think about Chelsea bringing in a new goalkeeper? What do you think about Arsenal bringing in a new midfielder, new midfielder, that is Declan Rice or Moussa Caicedo? And then what do you think about United transfers, and how have they handled their transfers as it goes now? Thanks so much for watching this video. Let's catch you again in another podcast. May God bless you. Bye bye.